All right, folks, let me just tell you what happened here at the campsite. I was out here filming, drinking my coffee, and a gentleman asked if he could approach the camper, because Hoku. And I said, yeah, sure, that's fine. And he introduced himself, and I apologize, I forgot your name already. But he said he recognized me from YouTube. And he said he saw some of my videos, and that's what got him into camping. Him and his wife have a 1-year-old, and they just bought a used pop-up camper. So, you know, that's how I started. I started with a pop-up camper, and my buddy Mac will tell you, you know, that's how we started all the camping thing. But if you look behind me right there, that's him right over there. He's sitting outside with his wife, and a very nice couple. And thank you for watching us on the YouTube channel. But I threw him some decals. He came over, we talked about power management, boondocking and stuff. So that was super cool. And you never know who you're gonna meet when you come to these places. And I am honored and kind of blown away that he recognized me from the channel. So thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel. And we'll see you guys at the next campsite. All right, folks, we got the camper all loaded up. We will be leaving in a few minutes. We'll set the rest of this stuff up when we get to camp, and we should be good to go. So we are actually going to head down south in a place that is, hopefully it's not that crowded, because this was a last minute thing. And my original reservations were, I just looked at it yesterday and I kind of messed up. It was at a tent site, and I wouldn't be able to fit the truck or the camper in there. So I called, and they were nice enough to move me to a bigger site. So we are headed that way right now, and let's do a solo night of overnight camping. Okay, folks, so we are getting the Anova sous vide pot or canister ready. This was sent to me by Anova. Danielle, thank you for sending this over here. But we're going to get everything set up, and it's going to be about 2 hours to cook the steak. So we're going to go ahead and get everything all set up and ready to go. Now, I vacuum sealed the steak at home, and I marinated it. So all we have to do is put it in the sous vide, just like that. And I do have some potatoes also, so but the potatoes won't take 2 hours to cook. Put the cover on. And we'll plug it in. And we go to the app, and let's see what the temperature for the sous vide is. And let me see. All right, so 130 degrees for 2 hours. So let's go ahead and set that for 130 degrees. Okay, we'll hit on, and there we go. We've got it in the pot. So we're going to have sous vide steak this evening with the Anova sous vide cooker. The Nano, I always wanted to try it at the campsite, but just be aware that this thing pulls a 750 watts. So you either got to have shore power or a battery solar power generator that will power 750 watts. Unfortunately, my bluetti is only rated up to 600 watts, so it gives me a overload shutdown. So we'll get it going, and we'll see what happens in 2 hours. So the total cook time of the steak and potatoes were 2 hours. So after cooking at 140 degrees for about an hour, I added the potatoes into the water and then cooked it for another additional hour and a half. And I must say that it looked pretty good. So about 2.5 hours, we were ready to remove everything from the water. So the potatoes were getting ready to remove, and it was just seasoned with some ranch dressing, some garlic, and some chives. And then we set that to the side and removed the steak. The steak looked really good, and both of these things smelled really great. But let's go ahead and start slicing this up and see what it looks like. Some browning, and what I did is I placed the potatoes in a pot, and just to give it a little bit more browning look to it. It doesn't change the difference in the cooking. It just looks a little bit more appealing being browned from that. So I placed it all in the pot, and then we just set it on low and just got it to a crispy looking look to it. So all I did is to cook the potatoes for about 4 minutes, and you can see that it's starting to brown a little bit and gives it a little bit more crunchy taste, but the flavor is already in there when it was vacuum sealed in the bag and cooking in the sous vide. So you take the steak out and you just brown it just a little bit to give that look to it, like it's been grilled, and let it sit and breed for about 3 to 5 minutes. Once you do that, I started cutting into it, and it was so tender. And as you can see, it's just moist in there, and it was just so easy to cut.
And I want to apologize. I forgot to turn on my wireless mic. So here I am just doing a voiceover. But look at this steak. I mean, it was so moist and tender, cooked all the way through. And it was just amazing. So I was very pleased with the sous vide cooker for some steak. And some potatoes. And even Hoku enjoyed it as she watched over my shoulder, hoping I would drop some on the ground. But she's so spoiled, she knows that I'm going to give her a piece or two. But it's highly recommended. The sous vide cooker is just amazing.
All right, it's time for you to eat, Hoku. Yeah, it's Hoku's dinner time. It is 4:56. Well, folks, that was a great dinner. And I must say, that sous vide, I'm very impressed with it. And we got the dishes done. Kind of just relaxing now and watching the sun will be down probably in about another hour. And probably go ahead and start the campfire. Oh man, maybe watch a movie tonight. But I'm gonna start the fire with some Blackbeard fire starters tonight. Thank you to the guys out there, KJ Thompson and out there in Utah, sent me a bunch of fire plugs. So these things will light even when wet, but we'll wait till the sun goes down a little bit more and we'll go ahead and start the campfire. Whew, I am full. Hoku's out there. Hoku's done eating. Hoku, you enjoyed the sous vide steak? She had some steak, and now we're just kind of chilling. And Hoku's having a great time, and she likes to play tug of war. Hoku, go eat. You got a bad guy. Get the bag. Okay. Well, I waited almost a whole year to have a nice campfire when it's not 100 degrees outside. But we got the campfire going. Just kind of chilling, you know, and kind of thinking about today and how grateful I am to be out here doing this. And Hoku's in the camper just chilling. But man, it's a beautiful night or evening. You can see the sun's about to go down. I don't think I'll be able to do any star trails here, just because there's too many trees. Surrounded by trees. Well, gang, we made it through the afternoon and the evening, and now we're just kind of chilling in the camper. I'm probably gonna watch a movie or so, and on my laptop, and oh yeah, my Semper Gundy laptop, and just gonna chill. Got me some snacks. I got me some sour cream and onion Ritz, and I also got me some sour gummy bears. So, but just kind of chilling. Probably play with my flashlight here in a little bit. Let's see how this thing works. Let's turn off all the lights in here. Oh, shoot. Guess I need to turn it on. Ooh, that's too blinky. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's bright. This is, you got 4 modes. This is the moonlight mode. And then, of course, you got your next mode up. Ooh. And then you're super bright. And that thing is super bright. Oof. All right, folks, we're going to call it a night. Got my LED lights on the awning, but been a pretty decent night. Let's turn this down. It's a little bit bright. There we go. All right, so we'll see you guys in the morning, and it's going to be a nice cool night. So thanks for sticking with us today, and we'll catch you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. It's Sunday. Let me turn on some lights. Watch your eyes, folks. And it is a brisk 56 degrees out. So got pretty chilly last night. This vent fan I have really exhausts some air and sucks it through the window, and I got pretty cold, so I had to break out a second blanket and my hoodie. And but it was fairly comfortable. And let me sit up. Adjust this. There we go. Let me turn on some more lights. There we go. It was fairly, like I said, fairly comfortable. A lot of room to stretch out. Hoku has a lot more space. This definitely beats more room than camping in the back of the truck in a 5.5 or 5'8" truck bed. But overall, the shakedown of the camper went really well. No issues. The only thing with this spot here, it's a slight level or a slight incline, so it's not flat like they say it is. Is that a mosquito? How did a mosquito get in here? Might have to break out the thermocell next time. But overall, the camper was great. No issues. Easy setup, quick. I didn't even disconnect it from the truck. So, but as you can see, Hoku's out there. She's got a lot of room. She slept fairly well for being in a strange box. But this fan here, like I said, I don't know how loud it is, sucks in some. And sucks in from the screens. both sides. And I don't know how loud that is, but let's turn it off because it's cold. But these curtain got some curtains on the doors. So let me see. Let's lift this one up. Oh, it's still dark out. So, but I'm thinking of fixing to get up, make some coffee, some breakfast, and then pack up and then head to the house. But and then before we leave, I'll just do a quick shake down, just show you a little bit about the camper, and just to show you some of the amenities that I've had. But let's see, turn this light off. As you can see, I've got my LED lights under there. Hooked up to my power strip that goes to shore power. And Hoku, wake up. Good morning. Oh, we're gonna eat in a little bit, all right. So I guess I'll get my butt out of bed and start making some breakfast and some Semper Gumby coffee. So come on, let's get some breakfast and coffee. Well, just made me a cup of Semper Gumby coffee, and if you not have had Semper Gumby coffee, you need to try it out. And this one here is the Mexican chocolate, and just used the jet boil, brewed me up some coffee here at the campsite, and let me tell you, this thing is amazing. So take us on your next journey. Bring Semper Gumby coffee with you, and you can order it online at sempergumbycoffee.com. Let's go make some breakfast. Hey gang, I just want to let you know that my Bluetti AC60 600 watt solar power generator had provided power to my camper all night long. It also provided power to my fridge and all my lights in my camper. So this little thing, this AC60 600 watt solar power generator, gets 2 thumbs up in my book. All right, folks, this morning we're going to make some Cajun smoked sausage, have some egg whites, see. Well, I just got done cooking breakfast and enjoying my Semper Gumby coffee, and I've got some eggs and some sausages that we cooked out, and nothing beats cooking a breakfast outside in the outdoors at a campsite. But so I'm gonna finish up this meal, and we'll get back to you in just a little bit. So right here on the bottom, this is my B80 from Bluetti, and this is an additional battery or an expansion battery, or you can use this as a standalone unit. But paired with the AC60, this will give me close to 1400 watt hours to power up my equipment and my camper. So this combination is pretty cool. And if I hook up another B80 to the AC60, that'll give me an additional 800 watts of watt hours. So, you know, we're talking over 2100 watt hours to power up everything here at the campsite. You do have a 12 volt connector there, and you do have a 12 volt DC input here. There's no, you know, this is made for an expansion battery or a standalone unit, so you don't have all the features like the USB, the wireless charging on there. And this thing here, if you look in the front, you have some indicators, and right now I'm showing about 80%. I have 4 dots. But if you're interested in this, I'll put the links on my description box. And this Bluetti combination is pretty awesome. Now the AC60 has about a 600 watt inverter in there. So if you're looking to power anything more than 600 watts, it'll have an overload shutdown. I was not able to power up my sous vide of Nano with this unit because it pulls 750 watts. So I had to use alternative cooking techniques to power up the Nano to make some sous vide. But Bluetti does make bigger units. I think if I had a 2000 watt hour or a 2000 watt with a 1000 watt inverter or something like that, it probably would have done perfect for our sous vide. So we're taking this camping next week. We're actually going to do a couple days out in the campsites out in the woods, and we're going to see and really put this to the test and see how long this thing will last, powering all our stuff off grid. So as you can see, you see my AC60 600 watt solar power generator powering my 12 volt fridge. And right now, if you look at what we've got only 29 watts output. So the fridge is only using 29 watts, which is awesome because it only uses it when the AC compressor comes on. Hey y'all, check this out. I was out doing some filming, and a gentleman from 2 campsites down came up and asked if it's all right to come up and talk to me, and he said he saw my channel, and I asked him if he wanted to be on camera. He didn't want to do it either. Not everyone loves to be on camera, but it was really cool that he came up, and he just started camping, and he said he saw some of my original videos, or my videos, and that's what got him into camping. So let me see if you can see him. He has a pop-up, a hybrid right there. That's him and his wife. So he didn't want to be on camera, and I respect that. So, but it was really cool for someone to come up and say hello. So we just gave that gentleman some details. So if you're watching, I apologize, I forgot your name, but if you're watching this, go ahead and comment, and I appreciate you following the channel too. So you're awesome. It just shows that you never know who you're going to meet or who you're going to run into in the community or camping or stuff. So that just made my day. So on this camping trip, I used the Helinox lightweight outdoor chair, and this thing only weighs 1 Well, folks, we're going to call it a wrap for this video, and another one in the books. So join us next week as we go for a couple of days with a buddy of mine that I used to work with at CarMax. So overall, it's been a great solo overnighter. Very nice, quiet campsite, not too bad, and clean. The facilities were great. So if you're ever out, check out Chickasaw State Park. And again, thank you for coming along with us. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe and like button. If you're already a subscriber, we appreciate it. So no matter what life throws at you, always be Semper Gumby.